Hello there. So this is just footage of an area uh, during a very, very low tide. This would normally be covered in probably about a foot of water. Anyway, so I thought I'd stop in and say hello to you all. Listen, this is just my personal opinion, but to me, uh, conformity is it's a kind of cage that people lock themselves in, typically when they get really scared. Something in life trips them up, or maybe it's a series of events or something. And um, yeah, I think it's a posture that people usually adapt to or adopt to over time. And they'll call it all kinds of things, to kind of rationalize having done it, like growing up, or I'm just matured, or something like that. Because deep under the hood, they know that they're kind of folding up inside themselves in a way, and they're allowing the external world to dictate the choices they make. It feels safer for them a lot of times, and it can feel like a lot safer, a lot more stable if you're aligned with or inside of or leaning on kind of, I'll just say generally speaking, institutions, because those can be defined by many things. You can have all kinds of institutionalized behavior, and just from being inside of a thing long enough, uh, maybe for too long. And, anyway, and so when you begin to conform, you tend to make safer choices, safer. It's about safety ultimately at the end of it, you know. Because failure to conform, if you consider the group's influence, kind of group pressure, anybody who has submitted to conformity or conformed their lives, particularly when they've really, really marching lockstep, and they see somebody else who's not doing that, there's kind of there's just a fear of that person that's not conforming. There's a suspicion, a paranoia, the insecurity about, wait, why did this person, and it could be just a result of different choices. It's got nothing to do with, uh, the person's value intellectually or professionally or in any other capacity. They're just they made different choices, and so things turned out differently. And then some people, they can't recover from having made a bad choice, or a few of them, because there's this idea that nothing you do should ever fail, and any failure is a weakness, and any weakness is a vulnerability, and any vulnerability is bad. Essentially, just put the word bad there because it's sort of a placeholder for lengthy conversations, that go on and are very, uh, usually in some capacity, are judging the person who hasn't conformed, right? The group has to justify its existence as it is. And how does it do that? Well, it typically isn't going to do that by attacking itself or criticizing itself, because the people that inhabit that group stopped, in a sense, thinking about their own individual lives or examining themselves. That's why Socrates said the unexamined life isn't worth living. You're taking your existence and you're switching it to autopilot, to the autopilot of conformity, because you're afraid that if you live who you really are and the way you are and how you feel and what you think, that you will be othered in some way, or you will be poor, or whatever is bad at the time. Anyway, okay, I gotta go. Thanks for listening. If you did, take care.